I've had the opportunity to meet many people from Muskegon Heights High School who graduated in the 1940s. One of them showed me his yearbook from 1943. 5 complete pages in small print was devoted to the Muskegon Heights High School people, men and women both, who were actively serving in the Army and the Navy and all of the branches of service at that time. 5 pages, 631 people just from that one high school. World War II was a massive event. I know you're also clapping for Muskegon High School, North Muskegon High School, the Catholic high schools, because in those schools, the young men and women were being prepared for the military. They knew they were going to go in as they graduated or just even before they graduated. It was a worldwide effort, and Muskegon County was right in the forefronts. I'm estimating, I don't have the number yet, but I'm estimating that approximately 16,000 men and women from Muskegon served in that war. That war was a little different from the wars we've had since. We were attacked on December 7, 41 by the greatest military force in history, strongest. And 3 days later, it was declared war upon us by Germany, another of the most aggressive and powerful forces in the world at that time. We were nothing compared to them, but we sure caught on in a hurry, thanks to the 16.5 million people who served in that war. I'll just bet most of you have a World War II veteran in your background. It could be an uncle, it could be a brother, it could be a grandfather. That person, whoever that man or woman is from Muskegon County, deserves to be remembered, so that the young people here today and the people who are not even born yet, years from now, will be able to go to the Hackley Library, the Great Lakes Naval Museum, and also the LST-393 Museum. And using the technology of the future, they'll simply type in their great-grandfather's or grandmother's name and a beautiful picture, sometimes full-color picture, will show up of when they were young and handsome. Their information will be printed at the bottom. And I know this is going to happen because it's already happening. The pictures that I've collected are being scanned. They're being put into a computer base so that future generations will understand what happened in this most important event in the history of the world. This is a book that is only seen by either the veterans themselves when I visit, or the veterans' family, the survivors, maybe the children. There are hundreds and hundreds of Muskegon County veterans in this book. And there are so many more I haven't reached out to yet. I hope that you will take the sheet that you are having with you now. My phone number, my email address is there, and all I need is a call. I can find some of these people by myself. I've stopped many older men on the street or in the store, and I say, "Excuse me, are you a World War II veteran?" And they almost always say yes, because let's face it, almost all of the young men in that time period did serve. Occasionally one of them will say, "No, I was in the Korean War." So then I say, "Well, you did look a little young to me." Windy day. A couple of forgotten groups. I've already mentioned the ladies, and I'd like to mention another group too, a group that suffered greatly from prejudice and discrimination during World War II. When people have looked through the book, quite often I hear the question, where are the black veterans? So I patiently point out the ones I have met, the ones I have in the book. It's approximately 900 veterans right now. It's growing fast. It's going to be over 1,000 probably in June. 9 black veterans. I know for sure that hundreds of local black men and women served, but I've had a hard time finding them. I will be meeting one tomorrow, a man who graduated from Muskegon Heights, and he's going to share with me his information about being in the small platoon brigade over in Germany, building temporary bridges across the rivers in Germany so that our people and our equipment could get across. I'm looking forward to meeting with him. He was a 1943 graduate from Muskegon Heights High School. But as I said before, I need your help. I would like you to contact me and tell me about your veteran. If the veteran has passed away, that's 90% of them are gone already. That's no problem, because the family often, almost always, still has that photograph. And all I need to do, and I want to stress this beyond anything else, this is totally free. Nothing will be charged. And all I simply do is take a picture of that picture with my camera. I record the correct information, and it goes into the database, and that's one more veteran from Muskegon County. I'll tell you why it's free. I'll just give one example. First of all, I would be so embarrassed to take a nickel from a veteran. I have the greatest respect for all veterans, those serving today, those who have served in the past. And they have done wonderful things for us that we should be aware of, and I would never take a penny from the veteran or the veteran's family. I met with a man almost a year ago who was in the Battle of the Bulge, and I asked him about the weather. I knew that it was the worst winter in recorded history, and I asked him, did you freeze your feet like so many of the soldiers did? And he said, yes, my feet were frozen, and I still suffer from it today. As I was finishing with him, I took a picture of his picture, recorded all the information. I was leaving and saying goodbye, and he said, well, what do I owe you for this? I said, are you kidding? You paid for this in 1944. All of your veterans who served in World War II have paid the price, so this is completely free. It's the least I can do for what they did for us.